thank you, too, for joining us at the roundtables today. It was a really incredible opportunity to hear your voices. As I said when we joined this morning, everyone in this room could have been a speaker today. We hope you will be speakers at Media for Social Impact in the future. And one thing that came out of the roundtables was that people said to me, "What's next?" And I'm sure that's the burning questions on a lot of people's minds. So I would liken today's experience to when you walk into any other first meeting with a client, and there's a couple of different stakeholders that you have at the table. Only today, you walked into a meeting with a client, and there's 193 stakeholders at the table. And they're not yet sure how the campaign should launch and which direction it should go. And that's why you're here, because your strategic thinking and your experience will inform what happens in September when the SDGs are launched. But we're not going to say goodbye to you today and see you again in September. We're hoping to today launch many partnerships with many of you who will raise up your hand and say you'd like to help the UN figure out how to make these global goals emotionally resilient and as effective as possible. And as you saw in your roundtables, each roundtable had a scribe. These scribes came to us to take notes on everything that was stated, which will be written up into a formal white paper of sorts so that we can actually map out who is offering what types of assets and what type of strategy so that we can start making calls, reaching out to each of you and saying we have an opportunity to act on your good idea. You'll be referenced by name in this paper so that we know exactly what you came up with and where you can add the most value. And the scribes that we had with us today came from the Resolution Project. And if you're not familiar with the work that they do around data, I would like to invite up Oliver Libby from the Resolution Project to give us just a little bit of background before we get these reports that have our names in them written by their incredible scribes. Welcome, Oliver.
Hi, everybody. First of all, can we get a big round of applause for PVBLIC and the UN, Sergio, Antonio, Rachel? I think it's the end of a long day, so I'll be very brief, but I wanted to hail to you from a community of young changemakers. Resolution is an organization that helps launch young social entrepreneurs around the world. We're in 53 countries today, and we represent the voice of young people who are actually taking action to make change. It's appropriate, I think, that I be one of the last speakers today because the next steps role is really what Resolution was here to do today. And so you had a strategic analyst from Resolution, either one of our fellows or one of our team members and volunteers sitting in each of the roundtable sessions, contributing, but also making sure that we took smart notes, that we took notes that will reflect the key insights that you had, the commitments that you've started to make sure that the conversations that you have that are curated by PVBLIC and our friends at the UN continue and that they are aimed in the directions that you set forth today. I think it's very important. I heard a great comment in the social media session that young people may be referred to now as Generation Change. I think it's very important also that Resolution exists because young people said, we are sick of being called leaders of tomorrow, we can help to lead today. So representing Resolution's global community, representing the strategic analysts who were here today helping us out, I want to say that the young people and young social leaders around the world are here to help you, but they are also looking for your help as a community who will communicate to the world the SDGs, the importance of the work here at the UN, and what you are all going to take forth in the greatest media campaign in the world. So from Resolution, thank you very much for the privilege of helping steer these strategic insights and keep you in the conversation and taking action. Thank you.